Let us discuss the most important current affairs. Yesterday, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Andaman Nicobar Islands. Yesterday, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Andaman Nicobar Islands. Rose Islands are named as Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Islands. In Andaman Nicobar, ROSS. Rose Islands are named as Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Islands. Neil Islands, NEIL. Neil Islands are named as Shahid Dweep, SHAHID. In Andaman Nicobar, 3 island names were changed. 3 island names were changed. Rose Islands were named as Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Islands. Neil Islands name changed as Shahid Dweep. Havelock Islands, HAVELOCK. Havelock Islands are called Swaraj Dweep. Swaraj Dweep. The PM went to Port Blair on the 75th anniversary of the visit of Sri Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose to the Port Blair, who hoisted the flag there in the year 1943. Who hoisted the flag in Port Blair in the year 1943. And this movement is the greatest moment for India to commemorate Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who actually said, "You give me blood, I will give you freedom. You give me the blood, I will give you the freedom." And Subhash Chandra Bose is very famous for Azad Hindu Force, Indian National Army. And Subhash Chandra Bose was a great patriot. This is an important news which may come in films. Which islands are named as Netaji Islands in Andaman? Rose Islands. Next important thing that was in news is Gaganyaan. Gaganyaan. Gaganyaan is a manned space mission. It is a manned space mission by 2022 by India, ISRO. It is a manned space mission, Gaganyaan. On August 15th, Independence Day speech, Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi announced that one among us, our sister or brother, is going to carry an Indian flag to the space. Earlier, we have unmanned space missions, but this is the time where we are trying to send a manned space mission. Till date, US, Russia and China. Only 3 countries have sent manned space missions: US, Russia and China. The year 2022, the target year to launch Gaganyaan, is the year of 75 years anniversary of Independence Day celebrations. It is the year of 75th anniversary of Independence Day celebrations for India. So, we are going to have our Gaganyaan, which actually makes India to prove its prowess in space technology. India's prowess in space technology. And one achievement this year, one achievement of space technology is We had successfully experimented with pad abort. PAD, pad, ABORT. We have successfully experimented with pad abort. What is this pad abort? Pad abort is a crew escape system. See, without this safety mechanism, we cannot send manned mission to the space. Without this safety mechanism, we cannot send manned missions to the space. Pad abort is a crew escape system. Okay, India have successfully got this pad abort, and we should remember certain facts with respect to Gaganyaan. First is, we are going to send probably 3 astronauts. We are going to send probably 3 astronauts to the space, and most probably they were flight test pilots in Indian Air Force. Most probably they are from Indian Air Force pilots. First thing. Second thing, the probable cost, the anticipated cost of a Gaganyaan is 7,000 crores to 9,000 crores. 7,000 crores to 9,000 crores. Gaganyaan mission is going to be launched by GSLV Mark III. Gaganyaan is going to be launched by GSLV Mark III, and Gaganyaan will have a flight for 7 days. It go and revolve around 300-400 kilometers distance from the earth. 300-400 kilometers distance from the earth. The capsule weight is 7,000 kg. 7,000 kg. So there are 3 sevens. One is 7-day flight. Second is 7,000 rupees, 7,000 crore rupees to 9,000, and the weight is 7,000 kgs. So there are 3 sevens. There are 3 sevens in Gaganyaan. Just remember this. So Gaganyaan is very important in India to detect the secrets of space. Not only that, to instill spirit of scientific inquisitiveness. To instill the spirit of scientific inquisitiveness. This is Gaganyaan. So coming to today's newspaper, Sheikh Hasina is all set to win Bangladesh elections. Sheikh Hasina is all set to win Bangladesh elections. There were 299 parliamentary seats elections in Bangladesh. She belonged to Awami League. Sheikh Hasina belonged to Awami League. And if Awami League comes to power, it's good for India. If Awami League comes to power, it's good for India. Mrunal Sen, the famous film director from Bengal, died. Mrunal Sen, the famous film director from Bengal, died. His cinema reflected the social spirit during that times. Very famous film producer, film director Mrunal Sen died. Coming back, when you read Hindu paper, in page number 4, if you observe, Himalayan vulture visits Palarapu habitat. Himalayan vulture visits Palarapu habitat. So you have to read about vultures, the types of vultures, and why vulture conservation is very important for India. Why vulture conservation is very, very important. Vultures are birds of prey. Vultures are birds of prey. For proper maintenance of food chain, we need vultures. At the same time, culturally, vultures are very important. Parsis actually fund for vulture conservation. In Parsi culture, the dead bodies will not be burned or buried. They will be left like that, and vultures should come and eat. For no vultures, Parsi dead bodies lie like that. For that reason, Parsis actually give funding for vulture conservation and vulture protection. And vultures are really important. And vultures are dying because earlier there was an issue of diclofenac. Diclofenac, DICLOFENAC. You have to read about diclofenac also. See, diclofenac comes in animal carcass. It is a veterinary drug. Now diclofenac is banned. Diclofenac is banned. Coming back. So you have to read in depth about vultures. If you see about vulture population, you should know all these things about vultures. The next important thing, if you go to the editorial page, mind the gap. Mind the gap. The article speaks about fiscal deficit. The article speaks about fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit is looming large. What we have expected in 12 months, we have reached in 8 months. There is a fiscal slippage. There was overshoot. There was a fiscal slippage and there was an overshoot. And non-tax expenditure is also increasing. So what we should do, we should also think about the targets of FRBM, fiscal responsibility and budget management. Shiv Vishnathan article you need not read because it is not completely useful for civils exam. Next article, HIV reality check. HIV reality check. On November 30th, one man donated the blood. On December 3rd, it was infused into a woman's body, pregnant lady's body, and finally she was detected with HIV positive. Because of the social pressure, the man committed suicide. The man who donated the blood committed suicide. But the article deals about the responsibility of medical staff at hospital to detect the HIV infused blood, first thing. Second thing, to counsel the person to get the address of the blood donor and advise him not to do that. And more importantly, to be very careful in transfusing such things. And still more, sometimes for some reasons, immediately the virus will not be detected, and after some days, HIV will become, there will be some period, after that it will take some time also. All these things should be judged while infusing the blood. And whose negligence is the question here? Whose negligence is the question? Next important article is about loan waivers. Next important article is about loan waivers. See, 3 states in North India, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, went for elections, and we all know Mizoram and Telangana also. Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh promised loan waivers for populism. Now, loan waivers, is it a moral hazard? Few years back, the SBI chairman Arundhati Bhattacharya also told loan waiver is a moral hazard. First thing, these 3 states are not new. From 2014, many states promised and successfully implemented. For example, Uttar Pradesh, for example, Andhra Pradesh, for example, Telangana. Most of the states promised loan waivers and also implemented. But in most of the cases, loan waivers are for the good of big farmers, rich farmers. Only 15% of small farmers got benefited out of loan waivers according to a survey. Only 15% of small farmers got benefited out of loan waivers. Now the question is, most of the farmers committing suicides are not landowners, they are tenants. They are tenants. Second thing, the debt is not easily available. Third thing, insurance is not proper. Insurance is not proper. And loan waivers we are seeing in the recent past, from last 2-3 years in Tamil Nadu, in Maharashtra, farmers are going on protest for loan waivers. Who are these farmers actually asking for loan waivers? Instead of loan waivers, why don't you make agriculture from sustainable model to business model? Why don't you transform agriculture from sustainable model to business model with proper insurance, proper formal institutional lending and proper collaterals? Why don't you make agriculture a lucrative thing for the farmer rather than making them to depend on the government? This is a very important question even for mains. Loan waivers, how effective they are, give some suggestions for an alternative system to help our Indian farmer to double the farming income by 2022. This article is a very good article on this. This article is a very good article to write a mains answer. See, for example, loan waiver is a temporary solution. Temporarily the farmer might get relief, but is it a permanent solution? On the flip side, banking economy will get affected. The economy of banking system will get affected. And even states should help alternative technologies and policies for farmers rather than promising for populism. The governments, in order to get votes, promise loan waivers. But is it right? Is a question. Okay? Think it over, read the article and kindly make an answer. Is loan waivers good? It's a mains question. Okay? Next. Navate Johar. A verdict for all times. Navate Johar, a verdict for all times. This is a topic. This topic is related to section 377 of IPC. Section 377 of IPC. With respect to LGBTQ, section 377 was declared as unconstitutional only with respect to LGBTQ in Navate Johar case. See, when there is an unnatural offence, what is unnatural, which is against nature? When there is a relationship between a man and a man, woman and a woman, human being and other living creature, it is considered as unnatural. It is considered as unnatural. Here, LGBTs want their rights. In 2009, in a case called Naj Foundation, Delhi High Court declared that section 377 to the LGBTs is unconstitutional. Not the entire section 377, only to the LGBTs. Whereas, in 2013, Supreme Court in Suresh Kumar Kaushal versus Union of India versus Naj Foundation. In Suresh Kumar Kaushal versus Naj Foundation said section 377 is not unconstitutional but constitutional. They don't have rights, LGBTs right to live in relationships, etc. Again, a curative petition was filed on Suresh Kumar Kaushal case. Now Supreme Court said section 377 is unconstitutional with respect to LGBTs. Now LGBTs have rights. If you see the photograph, they are hugging each other. Two boys are hugging each other in Hindu. LGBT rights. Now the other is saying, Navate Johar judgment is a judgment of all times. One of the best judgments in 2018, where in 21st century, LGBT rights were recognized. Section 377 was decriminalized with respect to LGBTs. Otherwise, if there is a lesbian relationship or gay relationship, they will be punished under Section 377. Okay, these are the important